Good morning, One Life. Sitting here watching these little pumps and dumps happen. PSTV up 110%, MNMD up 124, and we just got some more stuff popping on. CRIS and BBIG. Looking at this scanner over here. All right, so let's see PSTV. Plus Therapeutics awarded 17.6 million from the state of Texas. Okay. Let's see what they got. Funding from the Cancer Prevention and Research Institute of Texas, the second largest global public funder of cancer research, will support the majority of the development costs of 186 RNL for leptomeningeal. Whoa. Meningeal. Okay. Basically, it's liver cancer. Okay. Uh, I know what the word means. I just can't pronounce it. Let's see. Austin, Texas, August 17th, 2022. A clinical stage pharmaceutical company awarded 17.6 million product. Good morning, Lauren. To fund continued development. Okay, so this is just going into the clinical trials. Looks like, Yeah, because chief executive significantly offset our longer term. Company completed enrollment of cohort 1 trial, and then got them go ahead for the move on cohort 2 trial. So it's just a lot of trial stuff on PSTV. Let me check MNMD, which is definitely a higher float. Let's see. Oh, good morning, Rob. I was thinking that was Lauren. Okay. MNMD, what's your news for today? MindMed strengthens board with appointment of 2 new independent directors. So board directors getting added to them. Again, not such strong news, but we may see some crazy stuff go on with that. CRIS. A lot of weak news though. Let me check the stats. Float is super high, 376.32. Let me make sure I fact check that. MD MNMD. Yeah, super high float on that one. I'm gonna leave that one on the rack. CRIS. Float of 86 million. Okay, CRIS. FDA lifts partial clinical hold. So they had a clinical hold on the Take Aim lymphoma study of man, these names. Oh my gosh, that word. All right. Investors in Curis from 5 years ago are still down 87%, even after 15% gain this past week. That's crazy. Let's see. And then BBIG was a mover from yesterday. NASDAQ resumes trading Venco Ventures. Okay. All right. 181 million in the float. Is it not on Finviz? So yeah, we got some heavy ones today with very weak catalysts. One Life says PSTV is a farmer pump and dump. I traded this one before. Okay, so One Life has some previous experience with that one. That's PSTV here. And we can see back here it did something of a pump and dump here. A gap from 52 cents up here to 67 cents came and just couldn't do anything intraday. Let me see what else. Let's look at some of these daily charts. Let's start with PSTV. Okay, so was once back up here at around $3. Had a level that it was trying to hold at the 198s, right at the $2 level, multiple times. Came down here and made a lower low. Tried to hold that a couple of times. And again broke that down and then ran all the way down here for some long consolidation around the 88 cents. Broke that down again, and then the consolidation around the 50 cents. So we'll see which one of these becomes a little bit of resistance for it. oh yeah, BBIG is definitely, yeah. I've traded that one before, foolishly, very foolishly, and that was when I was scalping the tops, and yeah, BBIG was not one to scalp. Gave a little run up, a little quick tick, like one of these. Let's see, like a one. What is this? 150 up to 160, 10 cents, and then a huge drop. Definitely not one to be played with around the tops. Let's see. What was the other one? CRS. Oh my goodness. What kind of daily chart is this? CRS had a huge gap up here to what, the 525-ish area. 525 to 550. Had a move up here, gap down 1236 all the way down here to the 975s, previous kind of a support there, and then continued to fall down here to the 692s, bounced a little bit off the 692s, and then cracked it. And now we got a little bit of resistance right back at this previous gap, and it dropped again with some consolidation down here at the around the $3 area, and then another gap down. So more resistance at the 236 and resistance at the 171 to even enter this gap. And right now the price is at 183. So it's right at this entering the gap fill area on CRS. And all of these are pharmaceuticals, basically going into clinical trials. Good morning, Donnell. Yeah, this is just not one to be played with either. MNMD daily chart. Let's look at his previous levels. Had a pop here, had a gap up to the 275-ish area. Held above it for a little bit and then just started to fall. Got it, looks like what a double top here right under the $3, and then continued to fall. And the price is currently 124. So the bottom was 58 cents, came back up here, so it's got a little bit of a channel here, 148, 117. So we'll see what it wants to do, but I'm not trying to trade this one. This one is too high of a float to be in scope, and BBIG is also too high of a float for me. And also, One Life already called out PSTV as a previous dumper, pump and dump situation. Got about 15 minutes to the bell. MNMD on this hour chart already has a short area up here up to the 145s. So it's already getting pushed down. See if we can identify any other levels on the hour chart. PSTV already has clear resistance at that 125 level as well, all the way up to this 164-ish area. A lot of short resistance there. CRS Can't really tell yet. Hasn't really come down. And BBIG, previous support around this 175 area on the hour chart. Looking for it to crack that down here at the open. Just piddling around this top as well. Not really pushing through the 190s. Bed Bath & Beyond is down 20%. Just popped on the scans. Yep. Was $30. Now down back to this previous level of the 17s. This level of supposed support. I don't even know if this is real support here. Might just crack right on through this at the open. But definitely got a rip. Big flood down to this area before. Retested the high. And I'm wondering, is it going to come up today and make a shoulder? Like, well, I don't even know if this will be a head and shoulders on this. Let me make this bigger. Would that be a head and shoulders? This being a shoulder, possibly. This being a head and then a possible shoulder forming. I don't know. Take a little bit more time to see where this goes. But nah, I don't know. That would be an ugly head and shoulders. I think it's just a trend down, a downtrend. What's up, Lori? A college student had a $25 million position on BBBY. Hope he sold. Hope he sold at the top. Because he got cracked. What's up, Daniel B? Yeah, Donnell, slim scan for small cap. This slim scan for pretty much everything. Everything's dumping except things that are gonna dump today. My current he did. He made $110 million. Nice. I heard he turned it into 100 million. Oh yeah, yep. That's a nice one. At least he sold, man. At least he didn't GameStop that thing or Diamond Hands that thing. All right, so we got a top up here of looks like the 186 on Chris as resistance. You need to see this candle close though. It'll close on the open and open a new hour candle. Only 10 cents to the top, so way too high of a risk. 10 cents for if this thing could drop 40 cents. You never know once the open comes. PSTV just struggling under here. May actually break back down the dollar on the open. MNMD struggling. One of you said, AJ Trader, I should intern at a hedge fund. Intern at a hedge fund. I don't know, man. Yeah. Yeah, they probably played it both ways. We should all intern at the same hedge fund. Hey, that'll be dope. That'll be dope. I believe that will be chaotic. That will be chaotic. 8 minutes to the bell, and I'm expecting most of all of this to fall with the weak catalyst. All of them are like clinical stage pharmaceuticals, just trash. No real standout news today. Exactly, SB. Want to lose your money day. I mean, all of these hour charts just look like if I was a short, I'd be like, oh my goodness, look at all of this space I can enter. This is 40 cents of short entry position. And everything is so close to a dollar. I just feel like everything's about to be under a dollar. Well, Bed Bath and Beyond is on its way, but it's got quite a while to find a settling point, maybe around the $15 level or something. Because that was a previous level down here, 15, and then back to 10. I actually want to look at the news and see. At first, they had an imbalance of calls. I want to see if they have an imbalance of puts now on BBW or BBBY. Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay, futures fall. Dow is steadies. Wall Street stocks mixed pre-market. Bed Bath and Beyond saying continuing to execute on our priorities to enhance liquidity, make strategic changes to improve operations to win back customers. Oh boy. They trying to win back customers. Guys, come back. We got soft pillows. Let's see. Any Bed Bath and Beyond shares fall sharply in pre-market as RC Ventures seeks to sell 9.5 million shares. Bed Bath and Beyond analyst says pullback to $2. Oh my goodness. He said it's gonna pull back $2. Okay. Oh, that is disheartening. Bed Bath & Beyond shares trading lower following a Form 144 filing. And that was them trying to sell. Well, it looks like on this one it says 7.78 million common shares and certain call options. Some man, that analyst, he is trolling. He said they're gonna drop back to $2. They might though. We got 4 minutes to the bell. You said Lori said BBIG will touch $2 then crash at opening. I believe so too. Well, $2, I don't even know if it'll get back up there. It's already got a top. It barely creased the 190s. I would be so surprised if people are stupid enough to buy this. I would be very surprised. I highly doubt people are gonna buy that around the 190s. No way. But they may prove me wrong and prove me absolutely wrong by pushing it up to $2 and then getting killed by the shorts. PSTV heading on down off that 125 level. Maybe I have too much confidence in the people that are looking at the market. I don't know. And their decision making. Um, MNMD has a split coming up on the 29th of this month. They have some type of split. They have a 1 for 15 split on MNMD. So that's absolute trash. How are you splitting a stock that's $1? No, they're just trying to push up the value, I guess, because they don't have any value in the company. Let's look at what that old spy is doing. $426 sitting there. NQ still floating above that 13,000, but I think it needs to come back and check this 13,000 though. It spent quite a bit of time out of this downtrend. I'm thinking it needs to come back and make some lows. We got about 30 seconds to the open. And this is pretty much everything on my scans. Death and destruction. All right, so we see the market is open and we see the colors changing to red real quick. Let me look at BBIG. BBIG, man, getting dealt with quickly out of the open. 180s down to the 175s, down 5% on the mark on the day. CRIS dying out as well. PSTV 125 was a definite level of resistance, but I'm pretty sure since it's the only thing holding, I guarantee you people are going to jump into this and get killed in this short area here. It's the only thing holding green. That's going to be the only reason they jump into this and get killed. Watch. Go ahead and get that little tough up. Hold those 115s here. There's somebody buying right there. They're going to go ahead and get it up. Yep. As expected. People just jumping into this one, not knowing his history or anything. About to get slaughtered here at the 125s, or right above the 125s actually. $116s. Come on, push it on up, guys. MNMD also coming back green, but it's super heavy. They're not letting it get close to that 25, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold it. Not for this initial rip, but after this, it'll definitely fall. What is 50% of this? Well, 145. I don't know if it can get to the 145, but maybe. Maybe it can push up there to the 145s and then get busted. So that's what I'm looking for, a short pressure to come in heavy, middle of this wick. 145s. Up 10%. Wow, struggling to even get the 125s. Maybe they are going to lose hope. It's 5 million shares traded on this 1 5-minute candle. Okay, BBBY came down, touched this bottom at the 18s, popped up to the 19, almost $20. The exponential moving average is at the 2049, so I'm thinking it's going to either rip that or fail there. All right, BBIG tried to get that $2 push. Did it get $2 up there? High was $1.94, not exactly $2. CRIS, red. Okay, so Chris and all these other ones going back red now. I'm thinking PSTV is going to be the one that's going to be the FOMO one that people jump in on. Especially now that this 5-minute has closed. Let's see if they buy it up here. But I'm calling 145 for heavy resistance though, because that's just too good of a short area. Just needs to break over this previous candle high of the 120s. Everything else is going back red, so it's the stick out one. Double top on the 5-minute, 15-minute giving back, going back to $1. Wow. Well, I guess I had way too much faith in that one, getting up there to the 45. right, BBBY did reach up there to a high of 2039, which was the exponential moving average there on the hour chart. Getting a nice little test up here. Currently, this was a previous level that it had back here at the end of the day that it crashed into. So we'll see about that. PSTV looking like it wants to go red on the day. Barely holding. Lori says BWV might continue uptrend. Down 22% and then pop back up from the 3 up here to the 625-ish area, but it does not have enough volume to be on my scans. It's got to get about 6 million shares more to even qualify. Okay, let's see what the SPY is doing. SPY is going red as well. Still pretty flat. Hasn't really opened up a lot of range like we've seen the days where the SPY is really volatile and it can move like, 20 bucks, 10, 15 bucks, 20 bucks I think is a stretch. Maybe 10 bucks. Today though, it moved down from the 427s down here to the 426s. Nice trade on Savo by One Life. Savo was one that I was watching yesterday, but I just was like, nah. I just could not. I just couldn't hold it overnight. I'd rather not. I bought Sava yesterday at 2025 or something. I don't know. I just don't like those types of trades. I want to see it happen in intraday. But it just held this range yesterday, and I don't even know what my purchases were. I think it was on this candle right here at 25.25. But yeah, I got impatient. I just jumped out once it came to the end of the day. I was like, nope, I'm good. BBBY getting held right here in this channel. I lag, low volume, but uptrending. Gotta get that volume. Gotta get that volume. But yeah, that is a nice move there on Sava though. All right, so like One Life had called this one earlier, PSTV, nice little pump and dump, pump through the pre-market and then a dump intraday, back under $1 now, 96 cents, almost down 10% on the day. And then some of these other ones that are probably gonna get removed off the watch here soon. But I'm not seeing any kind of low flows for day trades today. This is all death in motion. Exactly, SB, avoiding landmines. Let's look at what our old friend oil is doing. Oil had a nice little had an uptrend, broke out of this uptrend down here to previous lows. And this is the lows that were before the previous rip. So this rip back here from the 90s up to the 130s, it's back in this range here. And just waiting for it to break down these the 80s, 85s would be nice. But may need to consolidate a little bit more before the next leg down. Where is extend to the right? Yeah. Had a sharp one, but I'm thinking it's gonna have to consolidate some more before it goes down. BBIG down 13% on the day and pushing. So almost got that $2 like Lori called out, but just couldn't get it. So I know people were buying for the $2 break. Now think about the punishment that they got on this, on BBIG. They were buying for that $2 break, buying that high for higher people to buy higher, and now they're down 40 cents on a position. Especially if they're still holding. They're like, it'll come up, it'll come back up. It's not coming back up. You said FRZA is a recent IPO low float. FRZA, Frieza, only up 4%. Very low volume there. Not in the competition. Came down, had a pop up here. This was the short resistance that we saw on 2 days ago when it did pop up. So where would the buying pressure be? The low was a $6, and then it made a higher low. So it's got a little range from the 605 to the 671s. Want to see how it holds these two levels of supposed support. It's only up 1% on the day, so very easy for it to flip and go red. BBBY did hit that 9 EMA and found a lot of resistance here, looking for it to retest this bottom of the $18. I'm gonna take off PSTV. I'm thinking it's not coming back up. Broke down $1. Super red on the day now, so I'm gonna remove that one. CRIS is another one that definitely lost hope on the day. Had resistance up here 175 up to, what is this, the 187. Also super red on the day. Not worried about that one. Taking that off and continuing to push down. MNMD. This one is green, but I mean, it has a super high float, so you may get a couple of cents. So the breakouts are going to be very, very dangerous on this one. Yep, I'm not liking anything I'm seeing here. Let's actually flip over here and look at these daily charts on these as well. To see why I'm saying what I'm saying. So this is CRS, and that low float that was here, PSTV, it disappeared. It's under $1. I don't trade under $1, so it disappeared off the scans. But this one faced this resistance that we were looking at back here, which was the gap that it came down to, or the gap down that it had back here to the 170s, came up to that level and absolutely failed to cross back into this area to do a gap fill. BBBY, we see that it had a super run up from $4 all the way up here to 29. Big move down and then a gap down to the $18. Also red on the day, big. And this is why we're saying this is in a downtrend. We're looking at the smaller time frames, but we know the larger time frames are already red as well. MNMD coming back green on the day. Dumped down here, tested the dollar. Right above the dollar, pop back up here to $1.30, but it is in short resistance. Let's see where the resistance is up here. We had a previous resistance, or I guess a resistance area. Whoa. Previous resistance area of what is this? 140 up to the 150, so maybe a 10-cent move in there into this area. Right now it's currently at the 130s. And the $1 is definitely a point that it needs to stay above today. But it does have weak news, clinical trial, pharmaceutical company. So we'll probably see that one come back down. The other one was BBIG. Let's look at this daily chart real quick. Came from 60 cents, came up here to $1.60, and now is red on the day. And of course, I just don't touch these. I'm okay. All right, so MNMD is back in this short range. All of this short pressure. Remember I said from with these big wicks during pre-market, you know somebody wanted to sell this. And so with it re-entering this range, it's giving shorts a better position to get in. Now, that's not saying that it won't just rip, but with everything against it, the high float, the weak catalyst and all that, shorts are very comfortable getting in up here. And it's looking like it's going to get pushed back below the 120s here soon. cracks that 120, it's going to be back red on the day. Yep, red on the day. So it gave the shorts another intraday entry up here into the 130s. And looking at the hour chart, it did make a lower low here. So 106 is that lower low. So is it going to consolidate below the 120s and then try to break down the one again is the question. Yeah, MNMD. Yeah, definitely a bad one. Just too, and that's what I try to identify is, hey, who's comfortable in this position? Are the shorts comfortable? Are the longs comfortable? And I'm looking for a short term trade off of who's comfortable. If the longs are comfortable entering, then I'm more comfortable. If the longs are like jittery, I don't want to be entering there, man. I try to stay away from those. And usually those types are high buys. The higher, the worse you can get treated up there. You get very bad feels up there and everything buying high. But usually if I buy down low, I rarely have problems getting filled. Usually I get a better price low than high. All right, so BBBY is coming down and testing this level again. This 18, well, I would say $18 area. It's at 18.25, but we've seen this thing how it moves from, it can move what, 26 down to 23, so a $3 drop in a couple of minutes. So I'm pretty sure it can cover 25 cents very quickly. It's an indecision. It's an indecision testing 125. This is an indecision. This is the shorts winning right here. This is if I was if I was shorting this little guy, I would go heavy. This thing is on a one-way trip. All of this short confidence up here. From the 120 up to the one, that's 20 cents of confidence. Do you actually think that the whales would allow themselves to get pushed back out? No, I don't think so. Especially look at the volume up here. 66 million shares traded. Do you think the majority of this was buying or selling? I'm thinking it's selling up here in this range right here. Almost 70. It'll probably be, by the end of the day, it'll probably be 120 something million shares traded on this. Let's see. You went in on Frieza, Rudy. Let's see. FRZA. Let's see what this guy is doing. The thing is, it's not obvious. It's not sticking out as something that can go up big. It's only up 3%. And it's got low volume. So it's got two factors against it. But I forgot what the news catalyst was. So the news catalyst may lift it. So I don't know. I forget. Let me go look at what this was for FRZA. Oh my God. Look at this daily chart. Gee whiz. This is what a war zone looks like. Oh boy. I know this is a recent IPO and everything, but this is scary. This is I don't even know how to explain this right here. Um I mean I don't know. It's got the $7 down here. I don't even know what's I don't know, man. This is not the day to play with these. CRIS is down now 17%, and nothing else on my scan is even remotely green. So that's crazy, man. I wonder. I mean, I can't even draw a trend on this. Like would the trend be like this, like that, or is the trend like this, and it just broke out of the trend? Or I mean, it's just not obvious enough. I don't know, man. That's scary to me. Oh, you're buying the overbought on the 15-minute. Okay, gotcha. We'll see if you get your pop, man. Right now, pre-market got up here to the 828s. So we do have a little bit of area that may encounter resistance, but we'll see if it can hold up this 750 here. 750-ish level. Let me draw another support line. We'll see if it can hold that up. It's only up 14% as well. I think on the original day that it popped, it was up like, I forgot what this percentage was. Let me do this. Okay, so the original day was up about 60 something percent, about 60, 70%, and then has worked its way down here. But let's see if we can identify a uptrend on this on the, I guess, on the hour chart or the 4-hour chart, since the daily chart is looking kind of questionable. Okay, so we start, if we draw a trend line from here, has a little bit of an uptrend. We're getting some other stuff popping up here. Let me see what this is. Boy, everything's red that just popped in. I think let me see on this scan. I got Apple popping up, new AMD, uh Blue just popped in down 15%. BWV just popped up with some volume, up 9%. Let me look at BWV. That was one that Lori had called out a little bit ago. But everything else is red. Everything is red. Also, while everybody's in here, any kind of conversations that we have outside of the stream, we do in the Discord. We do have the Framework Fortune Discord, and you can come in there. We talk about everything. Well, in that specific room or chat, we talk about stocks. and the things that are going on currently in the market day. We watch and kind of see what's going on. When I can, I try to be as active as I can in there. If you have questions, comments, or if you're seeing something, you can post images in there of your charts or images of the lines that you've drawn, or the areas of support and resistance that you see. Um, it's just a great I guess kind of like where you can kind of get a second opinion on what you're seeing. Because I know a lot of times I'll look at something, I'll be like, is this looks like maybe a head and shoulders, or this looks like, this type of pattern. Do you agree? They'd be like, maybe. But it's a great place to learn and kind of get some interaction with other traders as well. Also, let's see. We do have others in the network like Reliable Rudy. You see him in the chat. He has a channel as well. He puts out content on market analysis and creating different strategies and different tips and tricks about the financial space. Also, you saw Ben in here, Framework Fortune. You can check out the Framework Fortune home channel. You can check out the Framework Fortune crypto channel. And then also what we've been working on is getting into the crypto gaming heavy. We created the DLA DAO, which we it's more of a crypto thing, but it gives people the opportunity to make money. Basically, we actually cut out some of the legwork for people that come and get NFTs from us. They don't have to do the research. They don't have to do whatever, going in, trying to spend hours, trying to see is something worth it. But we're cutting out the legwork and allowing them to use those NFTs at a very reasonable percentage. So they're getting the majority of the profits that they make as they use the NFTs, and we just get little bits and pieces. But we believe that, those little bits add up, right? You get a little bit here, a little bit there, and they just add up. And so eventually you get paid back for your research, your time, and your effort. And you get to give profits to a greater community. But yeah, we got a lot going on. On the home channels of each of these channels, though, there is a playlist that lists out all of our video content. So if any of us post something, you'll see new things in that playlist on our home channel. So you'll see our whole network on each channel. But yeah, this is definitely a death stroll day in the market. I'm going to be sitting on my hands and probably getting out of here and doing some work. It's raining today, so I feel like going driving, like driving in the rain, nice slip and slide. But yeah, check us out. Come and be a part. And, it's just a learning experience. It's really what you're interested in. If you're interested in crypto, or if you don't know anything about crypto, you can kind of find out. If you're interested in the stock market, or you just you're new, great place to be. But yeah, we are very active in our discords, very active in our with our community and with our members. So let's see. You don't like it how it's failing pre-market high? Let me see on Frieza. I don't know, man. It's just the volume. Look at the volume though. First candle was 163,000, then it got 419,000. We'll see, man. We'll see. What's your risk here? Oh wow, it's getting a little floppy there. I'm guessing your risk would be this breakdown of the level of the 725s, or Is it higher than that, or where would your risk to reward be on this one? Seeing that the trend looks like it's right around this $6-7 area down here, so maybe a $7 break. BBBY did crack that $18. I missed that. Really wasn't watching out for it, but did crack down this previous level here that we had pointed out. Entered this little range, and I was like, well, if it breaks out of here, it may just make another shoulder. But it broke down, so it's making lower lows and also picking up momentum to the downside. And like I said back here, we saw it move from 26 down to 23, so that's a $3 move. And now on this candle, this is from 20 down to 16. So that's a $4 move, picking up that momentum to the downside. BWV also doing the same. Big dump down there from the 550s down there to the $5 on BWV. Woo! 485s, never mind. 485s. Maybe getting halted here. Let's see if that's a false halt. Not moving. Okay, continuing to push. Okay, well, this is definitely a death stroll day. There are no games being played out here. All of the gains, somebody's in here and they're aggravated at all of the gains that people got over the last couple of days. And this is a day that you have to kind of look at and be, oh, there's the halt. BWV halted going down. So yeah, that's what we want to avoid. MNMD, did you end up going down yet? Not yet. Still under this 120 level though. Frieza is one of the few things that is going up today. So it may just be one of those instances where people just jump in because it's going up. But I would say be ready to take your profit on Frieza because it doesn't have a lot of volume. If it does get going real quick, or again, let me go and check. I was checking the news, but then I got sidetracked. Let me see what that news was. Let's see. This is the electric boat distribution. They're making electric boats. Okay. One Water Marine. So Forza X1 and One Water Marine announced a strategic partnership. So they had a partnership for electric boat distribution. Okay, electric sports. So very fast boats, but it is getting on up there. But I'll say definitely don't lose profit in this thing snapping back on you. Let's look over here on the daily chart, coming into the previous body of this previous candle, which is the, what's this? The 825s here, the body of that previous candle. And then above that is the 850s. So about a 50-cent range it needs to cross through and hold today. Let's see if it can hold those 825s up here. Touched the high was 823 there. Seeing a lot of green on my tape. People are buying above the ask, but now they're trading in between the ask and the bid. There's some buys above the ask there, 27s, 30s, buys below the bid, so sellers coming in there. But not a lot of sellers. Let's see more sellers come in here. Nope, more and more buyers. Buyers above the ask. Getting that push up there. So we'll see if it gets stopped here at the under the 850 or if it wants to rip here. This volume though, let's see. It has not reached 1,000,000 volume on any of the candles here though. So we'll see how this holds up. There's some red, people getting in below that bid. Sellers coming in heavy there under that 825. Let's see if they can push it under 825 and keep it there. Yep, keep moving your stop up because this one can slam very unexpectedly. And plus you can always re-enter. I mean, you're green, so don't give back too much profit on this thing. You said PTSD still holding up. What is PTSD? I don't know if I saw that one today. PTSD. Maybe you're talking about PSTV, maybe. And that one, I wouldn't call that holding up. It's already broke down $1. The dollar itself is going to be a major level of resistance now. So, and it's still red on the day. So I don't know about that one. PSTV, I think was it. Yeah, it's down 12% on the day. There's no way I would trade that. Shorts in complete control. Frieza though, Frieza is probably the only one that I would touch, but still, it does not meet my volume criteria, so I don't like it. I need to see more people interested in this than on something. I mean, look how much more volume is in this. 79 million compared to 3 million on the day. Like these people in MNMD woke up and chose violence. That's what they did. And MNMD definitely did not fail them. It's going to take all their money if they bought in here. So we're looking for a breakdown of the dollar on MNMD as well. It's just way too close to the dollar not to. I just expect it to go back and at least test the dollar. If it's not going to break it, at least test it. Okay, what's this new stuff popping in over here? What is this? These are some that just got added to the scan and they got lower volume. So yeah, still though, the biggest ones were BBIG down 17%, MNMD. You said you're gonna buy INDO? Well, oil is coming back up a little bit, but it is still in a downtrend. But we'll see. Maybe INDO will be a play, but it is super low float, has come down into this level here of the 575 multiple times on INDO. But I don't know. It would have to. It's gonna have to prove itself to me, I guess. I don't know. I've traded INDO and made money on it, but I don't know. That was on days that it was popping and I was just buying some dips and stuff like that. But right now, this would be, you would have to go ahead and swing it. Just get like one share, add another share. If it dips lower, add another share, because I don't know. It could definitely get treacherous. Frieza hit that high right under the 850s. 841 was the high of this previous candle. Now looking like it's going to make a lower high here. But yeah, just not. And let's see this volume drop off. We got to see how this 5-minute closes. But this previous candle was 650,000 shares on Frieza. So we'll see if how much this volume drops off and if it starts to ramp down on the buying volume. MNMD coming back up and testing that 120 again. So is it going to give shorts another entry here? $120 tested. All right. We got about 10 minutes left on the stream. As of now, oh, there's something popping up called drug. DRUG just popped on my scans. DRUG. It's up 230%. We can go and look at it. It's called drug. So came from the $1 up here to the 350s. And let's look at the news on this one. Bright Minds Biosciences resume trading, gap up, blah blah blah. No big news. They got a new interim chief scientific officer. So they just announced that they were changing its executive leadership team, marking the transition to a development organization. Let me bring this news over here so y'all can see it too. But it's up 230%. I don't know. Still, man, everything today just had weak catalysts. Let's just see. All right. So this year, let's see, starting from January, stock hits 52-week lows today. 52-week lows, 52-week lows. Bright Minds will no longer serve as chief scientific officer. Okay, and then they just named a new officer. Again, weak catalyst, man. It's up 202%, and I know it's gonna pull a lot of people in, but I can't do anything with that. I just can't. $26 million shares traded in all, but let's see what the float is here. No float reported. Bright Minds drug float is 6.31. And it has no recent news. Last news is from 2 months ago. Let's look at if it has any crazy shelf offerings or anything like that. No shelf offerings as of yet. Yeah, I'd rather not play with that. Feel like it's got a lot more selling off to do than it's got going up now. And especially coming out of this flatness like this, we go back over to TOS. We see the previous high here was the 425s. I mean, not previous high, the previous level of support there. It came back to, it popped from here to the 8s, came down to this previous level of support and didn't even mind it. It just kind of slipped right through it. And had a low down here of the 75 cents and the channel, so 140. So we'll see if it can stay above this 140 over the next couple of days. But as of now, I'm not touching this thing. I'm good. Actually, I'm great. I'm great. Yep. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and make me some money doing something else. I don't see anything worth it. So if you guys are gonna continue trading, be careful. Things are halting down. Drug may be one of those things that halts down at some point today. But yeah, just watch yourself. Keep your head on a swivel. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you like the content. If you're over on Twitch, you can hit the follow button. I try to stream every morning. Some days I have meetings, some days I have work. But I let you guys know in the Discord what's going on with me personally, and definitely keep you updated. But anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all of your comments, your chats, your inputs. You're just watching my journey here. Just going through this trading market and try to make the best decisions. And if I need to sit on my hands, I have worked on that skill to sit on my hands until I see something that is worth it. And yeah, sometimes you see these FOMO plays like DRUG that just look like they're gonna go to the moon. And I learned over time that those plays end up hurting more than helping, because it's a low percentage win and it's a high percentage that you'll end up crying at the end of the day. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to shut this thing down. I think I covered everything, I guess. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.